Hi, this is a school management system developed in Visual Basic .NET 2015. I actually developed this at a request of some of my viewers out there. Hopefully, I believe I've met the criteria for what it requires. And that's what I've done. Within the system, I've actually used database, of which I'll show you guys in the tutorial how I put together the database. And here I develop a system, search system. So if you enter, let's say you want biology, you can always enter the subjects, let's say, and just click, and there you get all the information for biology. And let's say you want to search for an individual student, you can just enter, I think that's first name, enter first name, search. As you can see, Zara, she's now taking biology, and so on. And let's say you want to look for how many people or how many students are taking English, go to subject and enter there. So almost all of the students on the system or in the school are actually taking English. So that is how I've developed this school management system. Agreed, all other things that can be incorporated into it include something like register, attendance register, and so on. I've already developed an attendance register already, so which you can always watch the video and embed that into your own system. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a very good school management system. If you guys have any other requirement, just let me know, then we can give that a shot. But for now, I'll take you straight into Visual Basic development environment where we put one together. Okay, let's go. Hi, and finally welcome to school management system. In front of you are the emails I received, some of the emails I received from some of my viewers out there who actually like me to look into school management system. So I finally succumbed to that, and I'm going to take it from there and let's see what we can do. As you notice, I've commented out their names, country, email address. Well, to start with, here are the data I intend to use for my school management system. So first of all, what I'll do next is to import all of this data using Access database. So let me close all of this information and let's come straight to Access. That's Access there, so I'm going to click on blank. Let's give it a name. I'll just call it school management system. I'll just call it school. That would do for now. Yeah, that'll be the name. And let me choose where I'm going to save my database. So let's come into student right here. Okay, that's fine. Great. Once that is created, I'm going to go to external data and then select text file. The text file that I want, let me browse to it. It's on my system here, right here. That's it. Select that, click on next. I'm going to leave the setting the way they are. Just click on OK, and there. So go to next. Now let's select the first row. I want that to be my title. Click on next. I think this A is supposed to be the primary key, so I'm going to allocate that as my primary key. Click on next. So now let's choose a primary key. That's the primary key I want to choose. Course code. Click on next and just ask the system to generate that very file. Close that, and that's the file right there. And here are the information on the file itself. So if I click on this design, you see it. You will see the file right here. That is the primary key that I selected, so we can go back and view it. So the next thing I'll do is just to speed up the whole process so that we can finish up this. I'll repeat exactly the same thing for the other two files. And right there, those are the other two files. Exactly the same process were repeated, and that's the third one. So you can always view the primary key, that's it, is selected, and the other one is view the primary key as well. In this case, I have a primary and I have two keys. I think it's known as a compound key. I have a compound key there. So what I will do next is I'm going to close all of this. Let's close it all and just come in here, let's create a query. So I'll just create my query. Yeah, that's it. Just add all of this information, add that right there. We should be able to create relationship between all these tables. I think there's a relationship here, there's another relationship here. So now let's create our query. So we just double click on that. I have course. So let's put all of them together there. And then I already have and I need student here. I don't need course code, fee pay, predicted grade, actual grade. Student ID is there, so we need surname, we need first name, tutor group, date of birth, gender, and so on. So if I run this very query that I've just created, now that is it. That's what we get. You see how large the file is. So this is the file that I'm going to be using. So let's save that file and give it a name. Let's just call it School Management Systems. Click on OK. That is the file right there. So I can now close this. I don't need that anymore. So get my Visual Basic open. Now close this very database. Make sure all of the database are gone. Just close it. That's it, gone. All of those databases are gone. Now come into Visual Basic.NET 2015 and click on New Project. Here we go. So I'm going to select not C# this time around. I think C# might be the next one coming. Okay, right here. So let's just call that School Management System. School _ Management Systems. Alright, so let me select where I'm going to save my work. Okay, I'll be saving it right here. That's fine. Click on select and click on OK. Click on OK there. So we're just waiting for the system to build up the form. Creating Project School Management System. Now the form is ready for Project School Management System. Now let's define the form. Let's go to size right here. Now that our system is ready to roll, let's take care of the size like I said earlier on. So we come into where it says size right there, and let's change that to 1368 by 689 there. The next thing I will be doing now is I'll go straight into tools. So while on tools, select this menu or this option that says connect to database. Now I intend to use access, so I'm going to select access. I think I will have to leave this. Yep, just leave it how it is. Okay, click on continue, and now then click on OK there. Now I need to then browse to wherever my database is, and I believe it's inside here somewhere. I think on the desktop, student. There we go, and click on open admin. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't need it. And if you want to test it, just click on test. Let's see. Okay, so succeed. Click on OK. Alright, I believe that's my database there. Now I should be able to see or view the tables. There they are, and that's my query right there. Okay, what I'll do now is I'll click on data source, add new data source. Click on that. Now click on next. Next again, select my database right there, that's fine, and click on next. You're gonna have to accept this because this will then save the file into your wherever you're saving your Visual Basic program. So select yes and then click on next, and there we go. Right in here, if you click on this, those are the files, but in here I have the query that I created. I'm going to need the 4 files, so I'm going to select table, and if I click on view, that is for the query, and click on finish. There we go. Those are the files right there. Here is the main one I intend to use. It's either you select the grade or you select details. With details, if I select details, let's select these details and drag it on board. There, you'll see what will happen with details. Those are all of the rows of information, student information, and the course information, student profile, course information, and there's some course tutors information in there as well. So I'm going to now maybe just run it before I start redesigning the interface. So let's run it first. System is building up. Right, those are the information I have on my query, so I can click on next and so on and so forth. So what I want to do now is to customize this interface, make it look properly like a school management system. So I'm going to close that, maybe just minimize all of these and just minimize this as well, and this. Okay, so let's see what can we do to improve this system. In the first place, I think it would be advisable we arrange it according to the course information. Already I have it. I've already queried all of the tables anyway, so maybe we should go for, let's select it from here. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's move the student information. I think date of birth has got to do with the student as well. Yeah, all of this has to do with the student. Either way, they are all the same information. And as the course, subject, department, code, level, fees. Alright, so the next thing I'll do is just maybe select it all and bring it down. I'm going to need, let's go for one heading there. I need tools. Where's the tools? Where are the tools? Right there. That's my toolbox right there. Take it down and let's get a panel on board. There we go. I've got a panel right there. And right inside this very panel, I'm going to need a label. So let's move this down a little bit. There. I can always copy one of these because it won't affect anything. Just put it in there and come to the property right here. Change the content in there to school management systems. Right, now increase the font size to something readable. So let's go for 72. That's 72 right there. That seems to be too big, or maybe too large. Let's increase this and let's see how it looks out here. Now let's see if we can change one or two things on this very panel. Maybe change the back color. Let's make it a little bit darker. And the label, let's change that font to maybe white. Let's change the font color white or something brighter. Okay, that's fine. That's button highlight. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now all of the text components I have in here, this one, or all of this data I have in here, component, whatever, let's increase the font size of everything. So I'm just going to increase all of their font size to something a little bit more readable, and I would then have to rearrange it all. I may have to do it step by step. Okay, now you see what happened. So I will have to then move this one out, rearrange it individually, and then get back to you guys. Okay, this is how the interface is looking now. So the next thing I'll do is come up here and select this data ratio and just drag it on board. Okay, and right there. So I'm gonna leave this one somewhere, maybe down here, I don't know. And the next thing I intend to do is maybe we need to, let's move this, let's move it here. Alright, I think we're gonna need a form of search system here. So let's go up there, let's go to the tools here, right there. My own search system is going to be a little bit different. Let's add a combo box somewhere here. Right, we have a combo box right underneath there, and maybe we need, yeah, we definitely need a button. Let's enter a button there. So that'll be our search system. Move all of this down a little bit. Let's move it down a little bit. Let's see how this is looking now, and maybe this search system move it straight to the right. I'm going to give this a name. Just call it CMB search. Okay, and that very button, let's give that button a name as well, and we'll just call that BTN search. And on it, let's enter the word search there, right there. So I'm going to make it very flexible for you to be able to search whatever information you want to search for, or whatever you want to look for on this very system. So I'll make life easy so that we are able to search as many as we can. So let's double click on this. No, first thing first, double click on the form right there, the form load. Let's say CMD search right there dot items dot add. So let's go for the first one. Let's go for course code. So we come in here, course code. Then let's add more. The next one, let's put a couple in there. Okay, I have about 5, 6, and let's come in here. We have subject there. So let's come to the property and just copy that. Copy, go in there, replace that with subject. Paste that there. Delete that, and I think we need to get rid of this. Yeah. Then we need department code. Yeah, department code there. I'll just speed this up. Let me speed it up. So that is all the information here. All of this is to do with the course. Okay, the file called course. Let's see if we can search with the student information as well. So we have the student ID, name, first name. So maybe we can search with 1, 2, and 3. Maybe and tutor as well. Let me just get that. I'm going to copy that and just paste that underneath here. I need 3 more of these. Copy, paste it there, and just change that around. ID, we have last name there, and we also have first name. Cut that, just paste that in there. Paste. And what about group tutor? Copy that, and group tutor as well. Cut that, paste that in there, and there. So let's see the other one here, the profile. Okay, course code. I think that would do. Oh, wait a minute, we can use, because we have this, we can use actual grade, those who pass or fail. So that is another one we can search with. So let me put that here, just copy one of these, paste it there, copy this guy, and there. So if I run my program now and I drop this down, so if I select any of these, click on this, I expect the system to be able to search for whatever data that I wanted. So let's go back onto the system and just make that up. I think we'll be able to do that in here, right here. Double click on this search button there, and let's enter if statement. If combo whatever dot text equals, I think that's course code. Then now let's check if that is okay. That's correct, course code. Then me dot, what's the name of the data? Let's see the name of the, I think it's here somewhere. Okay, school management system, whatever. Let's just copy that, makes life easy. Now come in here, me dot school dot filter, and what are you filtering equals, what we're filtering in this case will be the course code itself. This very course code, I'm going to copy that, and let's enter equals. Alright, let's get rid of that, we don't need. And alright, I need something to search with. Okay, so whatever data we enter in here somewhere, let me just copy this and give it a name. Okay, so enter that. Let's change that to txt search instead of text box 1. Txt search. Right, so let's copy that. Now come in here and paste that right here, txt search dot text, and that is that. So if we're searching for course code, let's try it out now. If I run this system now, you guys will see what I'm talking about. There we go. And I come in right here. If I enter as follows, let's say I enter course code 1002 and drop this down, I can also, you see that guys, I can search for that. Supposing I change it, so let's go for that. Copy all of these. Else if it's subject, change this to subject. Oh, that's the wrong one. This subject, and this is subject as well, so we must know the subject we're looking for. And another else if, so we're gonna have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 else ifs. So we have 2 already. So the next one is department. So if I come in here, change this to department, I'll just run it and show you so that you guys see what I'm talking about. So let's run this now. Okay, let's enter maybe English there. We enter English there, that's the subject. So in here we select the subject, happens to be English. Let's search for English. You see that? So depend on what you are looking for. Let's say we're looking for department and the department happens to be BS. Let's enter that in there, and all of the people in BS, you can see that guys. The next thing is, let me just speed it up so that we take care of all the search facility. Okay guys, these are the lines of code. So let's see, maybe I can even increase the font size. So let's increase the font size so that you can see it properly. Let's make that 16. So oops, that might be too big. Let's go back in there and get it sorted. There, that's much better. Let's move this up so that you can see it. Yeah, so from here down here, those are the codes for the search. So if I run it, let's run it. Before I run it, let's do one or two things to the interface. Let's bring this down a little bit more and just maybe open this up a little bit more so that we can get all of the necessary information for the student. And this one, let's see if we can increase the size. Let's come here to the front. Let's make that maybe 10 or whatever. Okay, make that bold, maybe 12. Alright, yeah, that looks a bit alright. Now what about this? Let's increase that to 12 as well. Yeah, just increase the font size of that. Okay, now we can just put them together, all our search system, put them all together. I think for now that's okay. So let's just run it and see. There we go, guys. This is the system and this is how it's looking right now. So if I select, let's say we select name, and if that happened to be Zara, you can search for Zara's information. Look at Zara. Subjects she's taking include business studies, English, accounting, and if you look at the pass, the actual grade she passed, and so on. So we can also search for someone else. I don't know, let's search for someone else, or maybe use department. Let's go for the English department. I think English is that. Let's search English. There we go. There's a lot of students, as you can see, there's a lot of students taking English, and there's more of them down here. If you go scroll down, see, because English is compulsory, they all have to take it, and that is it. So this is the school management system. I believe this with this I've answered your question. If you want more information with regards to school management system, and if you think of anything you feel I should add to it, just let me know, then I'll see how we can improve it. So with that, I'll just call it the end of this program. I suppose you guys enjoy it, but before I leave, let me show you guys the code to the search code again. So let's scroll here, double click on the search, and right there, those are the lines of codes for the search. The lines of code for the search, there they are. It's simple, and these are the lines of code for the combo box. That's all there is to it. So with that, my friends, I'm gonna call it the end of this program. I suppose you all enjoyed. So you have a nice day now.